We shall begin chapter 9 of Bhagavad Gita, second part. I have broken it out into 6 sections. Again, chapter 9 is entitled, The Most Confidential Knowledge. Lord Krishna is the Supreme Godhead and the supreme object of worship. The soul is eternally related to God through transcendental devotional service, bhakti. By reviving one's pure devotion, one returns to Krishna in the spiritual realm. Here's how I have broken down chapter 9, verses 1 through 3, the most confidential knowledge. Tonight's section, simultaneously one and different, verses 4 through 10. Then next month, verses 11 through 15, the Duratma, the Mahatma, and others. Then 16 through 19, Krishna explains who and what he is. Verses 20 through 21, what happens to the worshippers of the Vedas. And the last portion, verses 28 through 34, the glories of Krishna's devotees. We begin with the invocation from the Gita Mahatmyam. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Gita me hridayang partha Gita me saram uttamam Gita me jnanamat yugram Gita me jnanam avyayam. The Supreme Lord said, O Partha Arjuna, the Gita is my heart. The Gita is my supreme essence. And the Gita is intense, imperishable knowledge of me. So this gives us some perspective. What are we studying here? The supreme essence, intense, imperishable knowledge, and this Bhagavad Gita represents Krishna's heart. So tonight's section is a little heavy on the philosophical side, called simultaneously one and different, in Sanskrit, Acintya, bheda, abheda, tattva. In the Vedic system, there are different philosophies. Some stress the oneness, some stress the duality. And here in Acintya, bheda, abheda, both oneness and difference, or oneness and duality, are combined together and understood from a transcendental perspective, that something can be simultaneously one and at the same time different. For instance, we are all human beings. That makes us one. But some are male, some are female. So from another perspective, we are different. We're one from, look at one angle of vision, we're one. From a different angle of vision, we're different. So this philosophy of Acintya, bheda, abheda means that the best way to try to grasp the absolute truth is to see how everything is one with and at the same time different from the absolute truth. And Krishna in this section will give us some examples. If you're ready to proceed, please repeat. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Please repeat. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Maya tatamidang sarvam Jagadavyakta Murtina Machthani Sarvabhutani Nachahang Tesh Vavastataha. Bhagavan Sri Krishna said, all of this cosmic manifestation is pervaded by me in an unmanifest form. All living entities are situated in my energy, and at the same time, I am not confined in them. So here's the first example of oneness and difference. Everything in the cosmic manifestation is Krishna in an impersonal viewpoint. It's his energy. I give the example all the time. Here I am in Minnie and Nitin's house. Everything in the house is their energy. But it's not them, these two paintings. It's not you. But the paintings and all the different things are your energy. They belong to you. They wouldn't exist here in this house unless you two approved it. So in the same way, the whole cosmic manifestation is simply Krishna's energy. We learned in chapter 7 that the material energy was divided into 8 different categories: earth, water, fire, air, sky, mind, intelligence, and false ego. These were the 8 separated material energies. They come from Krishna, but Krishna's existence is separate from the manifestation. So here it said, all living entities are situated in my energy. Yes, we have this material body. The soul is seated in the heart. So we are seated in Krishna's energy. But at the same time, even though we learned that Krishna is in the heart, Paramatma, still he has a separate existence in his spiritual abode. Even though he's in everyone's heart, he also has a separate existence. It's not that he entered into everyone's heart and lost his original position. Nowadays, modern science, they do this cloning. So Krishna is the original cloner. He expands himself in so many incarnations and avatars. And in terms of this material world, he has entered into everyone's heart. But at the same time, right now, Krishna is dancing with Radharani in the spiritual world. So that's how to understand this first example. Let's go on to the next verse because they're all tied in. Nacha matstani bhutani pashame yogam aishvaram bhutta brinnacha bhutosto mamatma bhutta bhavanaha. By the way, I love this new arrangement. This, can we keep it like this? I love this. I like you guys being right here on my right-hand side. Blessings on all of you. This is good. Okay, let's see what Krishna says here. Now just see my inconceivable mystic power. Because all of the material creation is also never situated in me personally. I already gave you the understanding. He has his separate existence. Even though everything comes from him, he has not lost his individual identity. Although I am the maintainer of all living entities, and one name of Krishna that is used, maintainer. Everybody say, Janardana. So that's one of the definitions of Janardana, is the maintainer of all living entities. And although I am the maintainer of all living entities and the source of all cosmic manifestations, my original self is aloof. Because there are some people who think that, when Krishna comes to this material world, he's absent in the spiritual world. Some people think like that. No. Even though Krishna enters the material cosmic manifestation, he still is ever existing in his transcendental abode. So you have to accommodate both things. He's here and also he's there. We sing at the end of the program, we sing that prayer to Lord Nrsinga. And one of the verses, Lord Nrsinga is within, Lord Nrsinga is out. Bahir Nrsingo, Hridaye Nrsinga. Same idea. He's within, but he's also without. My original self is aloof. Yes. For instance, I'm making a video recording. I'm making an audio recording of what we're doing tonight. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Monday or Tuesday, I will take all of this, put it on Facebook and YouTube. So someone will click on and they'll see exactly what you're seeing. But that's not really me. That's my energy, because I'm going to be with you on Tuesday. So somebody, you didn't know. We're doing a date. So people are going to click on the YouTube or the Facebook and they'll see exactly the program, no changes. But me, I'll be out and about at, what's our place? Nataraj. That's where we're going. Nothing to worry about. Okay, let's go to the next verse, because all these verses go together. Yata kasho stato nityam vayu sarvatra go mahan tata sarvani bhutani matstanyat upadaraya. So to help Arjuna, Krishna now gives a picture. Try to understand that just as the mighty wind blows everywhere, being always situated in the unlimited sky, similarly, all created beings are situated in me. Again, we're situated in his energy. Okay? So yes, the sky and the wind is blowing, but the existence of the wind and sky are different. They're two different elements. We already said earth, water, fire, air, or wind, and sky. They're separate. They're different. So that's the meditation that Krishna has given. The wind is blowing, the sky is there. So similarly, all of us are situated in Krishna. How? In his energy. Okay. Good. Next verse. Sarva bhutani kaunteya prakriting yanti mamikam kalpakshaye punastani kalpadao visrajamyaham. You guys are doing really good on the Sanskrit today. I knew this year was going to be better. Where's your daughter? Let's go. The program's going to be gone. Well, at least you're here. Haribol. O son of Kunti, Arjuna, at the end of the millennium, when Lord Brahma dies, all living entities enter me in my form of Mahavishnu. Then again, in the beginning of the next millennium, they manifest again by my potency. So yes, even though Lord Brahma is situated on the topmost material planet and lives for a tremendous duration of life compared to Earth years. He lives for 300 so many trillions of years compared to us. Okay, but even he has to one day die. Just like we live at best 100 years, Brahma also lives 100 years, but in his time scale. For instance, when Krishna was here 5,000 years ago, there is this famous Leela where Lord Brahma, stole all the calves and cowherd boys and put them asleep in a cave. And for 1 year, Krishna expanded himself to look exactly like each cowherd boy and each calf, so that the mothers would not know that their real children were missing. He was able to duplicate each child exactly what the child was wearing on that day. And for 1 year, this whole thing was going on. But for Lord Brahma, it was a moment. On earth, it was a year. But from Brahma's calculation, it was like that. Because his time scale is, you scientists know, time is relative. So Brahma's time scale and ours is tremendously different. Just like for the demigods, Indra, 1 year on earth is 1 day in the heavenly planets. Time difference. We spend a whole year, and for them it's 1 day. So, when Brahma dies, all the living entities who did not achieve moksha, they have to go somewhere, because the whole cosmic manifestation is wound up. It enters Mahavishnu. So all the jiva souls, all the living entities, covered by their subtle material bodies, mind, intelligence, and false ego, they enter into Mahavishnu. And then, when Mahavishnu exhales, all the living entities pick up where they left off. Oh, glad to see you join us. Very nice. We're going to read more about that at the end. I found some nice verses from the Brahma Samhita. Let's continue. Text number 8. Prakriting swam avashtabhya visrijami punaha bhuttagramam imang kritsnam. What happened? Come on, you guys. You were doing better before. Avashang prakriter vashat. The entire material cosmic order is ushered by my personal expansion of Mahavishnu. Under my will, it is automatically manifested again and again. Then under my will, it is annihilated at the end. So just like we have, now we're coming through the winter season, is Makara Sankranti. Yes, but that's the start of what season? So anyway, we're still in winter, but March, April, spring will come. And then summer, then fall, and the whole thing keeps like that. So in the same way, the cosmic manifestation goes through creation. It's maintained by Janardhan. And then when Krishna says, wrap it up, Lord Shiva does his dance of destruction. The whole universe is dissolved, and all the energy cannot be created or destroyed, has to go somewhere. It goes into Mahavishnu. And then at a certain time, like clockwork, boom, it happens again. So this cycle has been going on always. Oh, it just continues to go on. Creation, maintenance, destruction, followed by creation, maintenance, destruction. Text number 9. Nachamang tani karmani Nibadnanti Dhananjaya Udasina Vadasinam Asaktam Teshu Karmasu. Yeah, I hear the ladies, nice and strong. Very good, ladies. Well, that's who I hear. Well, they're picking up. All right, let's continue. O Dhananjay, Arjuna, all these activities cannot bind me. I am ever detached from all this creation and destruction, because I am always seated as neutral without attraction for any of it. So again, as the previous verse said, this creation, maintenance, destruction is by Krishna's will. But at the same time, he's aloof. None of this stuff affects him. Krishna, as I said, in his spiritual abode right now, Krishna is dancing and playing and having so much fun. And meanwhile, here in the cosmic world, the material world, creation, maintenance, destruction is going on like a computer program. Right? You have computer programs. You're here, but the programs are working. Right? Make sense? Yeah. So Krishna's like that. Everything's going on, and he's like, Haribo. Like that. All right, final verse for today's session. Mayad yakshena prakriti. Very good, men. Very good. You picked up in the fourth quarter. Suyate sacharacharam. Hetunanena kaunteya. Jagad viparivartate. So this is one of the more important verses of Gita. Notice what Krishna says. By my superintendence, material nature as Durga manifests herself. O son of Kunti Arjuna, the cosmic manifestation is only working for this reason, because of the desires, both the moving and non-moving living entities. So, in chapter 7, another concept was there that, let's see if I can remember the verse. Daivi yesha gunamayi mama maya duratiya mam evaye prapadyante mayam etam taranti te. So, in that verse, it was explaining that it's only because the living entity wants it, this material world exists. As it says here, because of the desires. If nobody wanted to be independent from Krishna, there would be no need of the material manifestation, because everyone would be in oneness, in harmony with Krishna in the spiritual world. But because we have free will, and that is one of the last things we will learn in Bhagavad Gita, free will. Because we have free will, Krishna does not force us to love him and serve him. That's the beauty of love. It's free. It's not forced. I give my heart to my wife, and voluntarily she gives her heart to me. And so how happy we can be. Yes. But what makes it so special is because my wife has individuality, independence, but she voluntarily takes shelter of me, and I also voluntarily take shelter of her. So free will, Krishna has given each of us free will. It is up to you to decide. Krishna, yes, I want to love you and serve you. Or, no, Krishna, I don't want to love you and serve you. I want to do something else. And Krishna says, okay, if you want to do something else, you can't do that in my abode because it'll be a disturbance. So I will create a playpen where you can play. It's called torrents, or in the material world. It's a playpen. Everybody gets a chance to fulfill their desires, so many crazy desires. Then one day, the fortunate soul comes to his senses and says, I'm done playing these games. I'm done trying to fulfill all the desires. Krishna, I want to return to you. For me, that was in 1973. I came to that conclusion after 22, 23 years of trying to fulfill so many desires. Finally, I came to the conclusion, Krishna, now I'm giving my life to you and my spiritual master. The rest of this life I give to you. That is what we call Sharanagati, surrender. But it has to come voluntarily. All right, Nitin, it's time to sing your song. And then we'll do the second part, the notes.